March 10th, 2025. The first thing I'll say is I thought this day is kind of difficult because the Bulls got a lot of rallies, especially particularly 36, 37, that probably needed a second leg, or at least I thought they did. I thought once we got this that we would have ended up going towards the bar 37 close. It still might happen, um, but I thought we were headed up into this area. We probably will go there in after hours, I would imagine. The day started off with a big gap down into around the low of the prior day, and we found some support in this area. Obviously, this is a strong enough rally; it might need a second leg, but a big gap down is also very likely going to get a second leg. So you'd expect that we're going to get sideways to down for at least an hour or two before we get some sort of reversal up. This is one of those days where obviously the reversal up never ends up happening. Uh, 5 and 6, or sorry, 4 and 5 probably need a second leg. 2 and 3 might need a second leg as well. So big up, big down. I thought a little bit more confusion. A bad follow through bar on 6, but not really good for the Bulls. So most likely here that we're going to go sideways and a little bit more down from 4 and 5. We got a sell off back down to the to the new low. So 3 legs down, 1 pullback, 2 pullback, 3 a reversal up 11, but a tight channel down. The tight channel makes me think we're going to go at least a little bit lower. So probably traders looking to sell somewhere down here, maybe potentially below bar 12. It's not really as good to buy above bar 11. 12, a breakout. We had a breakout below the low, the bar 9 low, and then a reversal back down. 12 closes below the bar 9 low. 13 consecutive bear bars, so we should get at least one more leg down. And 12 and 13 is a new breakout. We end up getting 3 more legs down, so we have consecutive wedges to bar 18. Do you buy above 18? You probably can for a swing trade, but it's a little bit difficult. My trades today, well, I did. I'm a bit of a hypocrite today because I've had people say things to me before like, oh, is this trade okay? Is this trade okay? And whenever, one of the things I remember that I always say is if it's a bear trend and you're buying, you bought, you probably need to revise your strategy. And that was me today. I bought here basically expecting, well, I wasn't that convinced it was a bear trend right here. I thought that this was a strong enough move for a second leg down, but I thought we might do something a little bit more like this, or like last week we had this sell off on the open and then a bounce, and then we ended up getting a second leg to the magnet above. And then here we got a magnet up here, a sell off, and then a second leg to the magnet above. So over here, I thought we might end up getting a rally and then a sell off and then a second leg to the magnet above. I thought bar 3 was the magnet above that we might end up reaching. However, obviously that did not happen. So I bought the close of 20, bought more on 21, bought more at the 18 high during 22, bought more on the close of 24. And I ended up getting out. I was holding, we did get a second leg, 18, 19, and 20. It did get a second leg, but I was holding, expecting that we would probably get, or I thought we would get at least up towards the bar 3 close. The premise of the trade was this is probably not a bear trend day. Just a reminder to everybody, the bell's going to go off in a minute, so don't be spooked if there's a loud dinging all of a sudden. But the premise of the trade was that it was not a bear trend day. I thought that this would usually not be a bear trend day, and sure enough, it ends up being a pretty, large bear trend day. So, the trade was probably fine. It was just one of the times where the premise did not end up working out. 26, 27 should get a second leg. That was when I thought that the trade might not be as good as I thought it was because we got a low to reversal from the moving average when the bears needed a second leg. So some traders could sell the close of 27 or sell more on the pullback on 28, expecting a second leg down. They might also sell the close of 31. I exited my trade below 31. The trade that I took initially, I exited below 31. And I got short on the close of 46, but I just didn't trust the bear side, to be honest, because 36 and 37 was really, really large. And I thought most likely 36 and 37 was going to get a second leg. So when we kept going down, I was having a really difficult time trusting it. We've been below the moving average for every single bar, but 37 did break the moving average. Obviously, it failed, but I thought that it was a little bit more likely that we got some sort of reversal. And at a certain point, I realized that we probably were not going to reverse back up, but I was just too skeptical to short anything. Just because, this really threw me for a loop, 36 and 37 today. I thought that, we have a good 3-bar micro channel, another 3-bar micro channel, a good close, and then this. So I thought that this was going to convert into a trading range at some point. But you can see we ended up getting a rather dramatic sell-off and then a reversal up, 69, 70, 71. Some traders buy the close of 71. I did buy the close of 71. So the 2 trades I took today, I bought, which isn't what you should do on a bear trend day. So I bought the close and I bought the close. I was thinking we might try to make a run for the bar 37 close, and I ended up exiting basically below 72 during 75, which is probably okay. I mean, 75 is going to need a second leg is the problem, right? So 69, 70, 71 needs a second leg. It gets it on 73, and then 74 and 75 is probably going to get a second leg. You could argue 76 and 77 is the second leg for the Bulls, but or at least we should. I said that wrong. You could argue 77 is the second leg for the Bears from 75, but I think we should get one tick below 75. So 5-bar micro channel, probably going to test back up here at some point, but we are also likely going to go below the bar 75 low. As not great as it is to sell down here because you're selling a bear breakout below a bear channel. And generally, if you're going to sell a breakout below a bear channel, it's not very high probability. So it might not be the best thing in the world to sell down here, but you know that we're probably going to have to test back into this area at some point tomorrow before getting any sort of reversal up. As far as trades today, you could have sold any of the closes, probably exit above 18. You could sell again 27. 26 is fine. It's just a swing trade. You could sell any of these closes and look to continue going short. You could definitely sell the close of 38. It's a surprise, but the issue is 39, 40, and 41. Rather, a pullback after these couple of good-looking bull bars might end up being more than a pullback. But after 42, you can sell. You can sell the close 43. You can pretty much sell all the way down. I didn't, like I said. I was pretty skeptical of the day, but I could definitely could have done better today. I obviously did end up losing money, as I mentioned today. But selling these closes, not really as great as it could be, but you can do it. You just have to get out above 69, and you can potentially reverse to long above 69, expecting that this is a pretty oversold market, and we should get a bounce. The daily chart just consistently going down for the bears. We're in a bear micro channel. You could argue it's 4 legs down. It's getting pretty parabolic. We probably have to go to 5,400, this magnet here. And the thing is, if everybody knows that we're going to this magnet, what's stopping it from racing straight there? So that's kind of my thought process. We might pull back. It's completely possible we pull back first, but I think the next magnet is this close, and that's an important one. So I think that if we do, continue lower, we'll probably test this close and then start to go sideways. Possible we go all the way to 5,200. The better this gets, the stronger this gets, the more I think it's the start of the move to 5,000, as I've been mentioning for a long time. We should go to 5,000, but not really sure as of right now. I think that we do have to get to 5,400 though. And like I said, we might have to vacuum straight there, considering the fact that if you wanted to get long, why would you buy here when you know we're probably going here? So odds are, I think, that we go a little bit lower and, 10, 11%. I don't think we quite hit the 10% correction today. We got really close, 9.8%, something along those lines. I think we missed it by about 20 points. But yeah, so far on the week, obviously a big bear bar. And I believe that is everything I wanted to go over for this review.